Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing today? Pretty wild price action so far this morning. So we did have a three-star news this morning. I just looked at that. Let me see what that was. That was the release of the ADP non-farm payroll changes, retail sales, core retail sales. So just kind of a variety of different news plays. Also in 22 minutes, we got the S&P Global Manufacturer PMI numbers. So PMI numbers also are being released this morning in 52 minutes. So it sucks that we're running all this morning. I mean, after kind of pushing down like this, I'm definitely kind of feeling like we moved to the upside this morning. Well, at least some kind of retracement. I think the overall we may do some kind of retracement today, but I just feel like we're going to have these data wicks sitting all the way up there at what 240. So definitely looks like some nice spots for us to run. Maybe clear out this 4 hour candle. Let me put on my pivots, guys. I don't think I've updated those pivots. 24. Yeah, that was right. 235. Let's see. Won't worry about way up there. I mean, that's a long ways down. What is that? 23, 622. Yeah, that can't be right. I'm looking for my midnight opening candle here. 23, 980. Man, that is a lot in this area here. Well, that's a pretty stacked area, guys. That's the previous day high. We're pretty much retracing that whole big move that we got pretty much yesterday, right after lunch. So definitely could be a nice little bounce spot this morning. What is it? What do you got? 35. Almost. We're already 40 points on our 15-minute candle. That would be somewhat of the play that we're looking for this morning. Yesterday, it stayed within that 25 to 40 range, and we had a complete blast up of like 100 and something points yesterday. Mm. All right, I think we're set to go, guys. Really didn't want to see this 15-minute candle get too much bigger than it already was. Kind of wanted to. I don't know. I don't see how we don't run that 4 hour candle, but we've done that. I've seen that happen before, where we don't push that previous 4 hour candle. So I'm assuming this is the top of the 4 hour candle. Let's see. No, that was the previous top of the 4 hour candle. Just trying to see where we're kind of bouncing. What, here maybe? What's going on, man? You said put the 20 SMM on your charts and go to the 2 minutes. Who gave you what for a secret nickname? I am not sure about the secret nickname. Yeah, I like the 2 minute chart. I just don't ever. I used to watch the 2 minute chart and the 1 minute chart, but I just haven't watched those in a while. If I change something, I would have to do it on the side, on like a eval or something, just to just get used to it. I just kind of just stick what I'm used to. I'm used to just trading 5 minutes, and I know a lot of times I don't really look at a lot of the EMAs, so I just try to just block out the distraction on the EMAs for myself. I have nothing against them. I mean, I use them like on my Rico charts, the EMAs on the 5 minute. But I do like the 2 minute charts. I've used the 2 minute charts in the past. I just haven't used them in a while. Uh, I prefer to use the 5 minutes for the in the morning time whenever the volatility is super high. It just kind of helps me stay out of a crap, out of those fake outs most mornings. We can stick it on. Oh, this is the 1 hour. You said 20 SMA. There you go. We'll stick it over here and just watch it. So, what do you just play the cross whenever you're playing that 21 SMA? Or do you just use it for trend? Okay, use it for direction. I'm all about looking at different stuff, you know. Never hurts to look at anything that, you know, everybody trades a little different. You never know. Somebody's got something out there that looks like a pretty good idea. Let me give it a whirl. So I have no problem checking something out. Yeah, we'll come back to it. We'll just kind of go back and forth. So even though this price action is kind of crappy here, a lot of movement. A lot of times, what I used to do on the 2 minutes is I would follow my 2 minute candles up. So let's just say I got long on this breakout here. After the pullback, we would just put our stop loss at the bottom of the 2 minute candles until it came back and stopped us out. So I would just follow the 2 minute candles down. That's about the only way I ever used to use the 2 minute candles. Oh, sorry. 720. Mm, okay. I'm in Central Time, so mine's behind on the screen. So I have to use 7. Okay, so that'd be 6 o'clock for me. At least I think. Hmm. So we do have news early this morning, guys. So in well, that's California. I mean Canada. So 24 minutes. We have PMI numbers. So what is that? 9:45 this morning. So just be aware that if you're in a trade this morning, you don't want to get caught in that and get smashed. So far, we got a nice little couple day streak going on the funded accounts for the opening trade. So hopefully that continues. Do most of you guys trade the opening, or a lot of you guys wait till like the 10 o'clock hour, or kind of wait for it to settle down? For the longest, guys, I would never trade the opening. I've always thought the opening was just too crazy, you know, just high volatility. It took me a while to get used to trading the opening. I do find it easier to trade the opening on the 5 minute charts just because you're just not getting multiple fake out candles on the 1 minutes. A lot of times I like to see those full 5 minute candles. I like to see the manipulation of that first 15-minute candle also. So that's basically where we say we wick through the 15 minutes here and then come back out the top. That's kind of like my favorite setup when it comes to trading the opening. You don't get that every single day. I don't even know if we got it yesterday. I think yesterday's price action was kind of tough too. The long we took yesterday, we almost had to wait, but we did get our 30 points. The only thing I didn't like about yesterday's where we took it was so close to that previous day open. But we took the long here off of this 5-minute candle after the 23% pullback of this previous 5-minute candle. We got long at 31 and we took it up to about 60. And that would have been our funded account. We did take this move almost all the way back down. I think at one time we were up like 120 points on this trade. One thing that you could look for, which I did not notice yesterday when this was happening, is for a pullback into the opening 15-minute candle from 9 o'clock to 9:15. And we do get that a lot. And for some reason yesterday, I guess I missed it. We got the 50%, but we also took this trade back to the top side for... I don't quite remember the amount of points we took, but basically we got long after this big bullish 5-minute candle. We waited for this to print, kind of wigged back to make sure it was going to hold up, and we got long here and took this move back up to the top side. We were actually lucky enough to grab some of this craziness, just like quick scalps. This morning was a news drop. At least I thought it was. I could be wrong. Is that what the so that was a Trump tweet, the big pump this morning? Was that a Trump or no, that's at 7:30. That's at the 3-Star News. That was the AD non-farm payroll news release. Let's see. No, it wasn't. Okay, so yeah, maybe that was a Trump speech because that was at 7:45 or whatever. Yeah, the Trump Truth Social, I guess, stuff. I don't really follow anybody's tweets, so I don't think I follow anybody that's political or famous or any of that stuff. What's up, Ronnie? How are you doing this morning? Thank you for joining us today. So just recall, if you're in a trade this morning around 9:45, just protect your profits. We do have more 3-Star News with PMI numbers. I'm not sure what kind of numbers we'll get with PMI, but you would think that we would run these data wicks back up there at the 240s this morning. But all we got to do is just kind of wait and see. I haven't really taken the breakouts on the opening recently. I've been kind of playing it safe and waiting for cleaner 5-minute candles to print instead of just taking the breakouts and just placing your order. I don't know if anybody does that here or not, where you can just stick your order on the map and just what happens, happens. Basically a straight mechanical trade. So basically what you're doing is once this pulls back into your 15-minute candle, you're just taking the break for whatever way we break out. Now, I noticed a few weeks back, anytime that it has not pulled back inside of our 15-minute candle that we like to trade off of, it just goes straight up at the opening or straight down, whatever way is on the other side. So already pretty wild movement. I mean, what? We're already up 35, 70, 80 points already since 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. What's up, Clarity? How was your trading session yesterday? I think yesterday was probably one of my best trading sessions that I've had in about a week, it seems like. I think we had like multiple 80, 90 point moves yesterday. We had a nice 30-point move on the funded accounts. So it was a nice trading session yesterday. The only time I did kind of crappy, it was on my funded futures where I held a trade too long. That was really probably the only stupid mistake I made yesterday. Was holding my trades. We will not do that again today. Also, remember, guys, the market is closed Friday. So if futures is open, it'll be a half a day. So half a day Friday. Let's see what time it is. Oh wow, market's already red. I lost track of time. I didn't realize it was already 9:30. Good luck everyone this morning. Hopefully we don't get chopped up this morning, or we get crappy price. I hope we don't get crappy price action waiting for our 3-star news to drop this morning. Mm. See, we're outside of our 15 minutes. All right, so that was a manipulation. Haven't really dropped my order yet. I kind of like the longs here. If we push back out the top. So it's just wherever way we push. All right. I can't get this crap off. Oh, that's what the hell. You got to be kidding me. Stupid Nordic. That's dude, what? I'm not sure if we want to take 30 because it's probably going to pull back off that 25. And if it does, we can always re-enter. I'm going to go to just 10 points because a lot of times on the 25 level, it'll always want to come back and retest the whole number. The safe entry is going to be your 50 level guys because that's the 50%. All right, we're going to lock in our 30 points. So whatever we get extra is extra because it could pull back here off the 50% of that previously hourly candle. All right, we're about to have a new 5-minute candle, guys. It's like, how much pullback do we anticipate on this new 5-minute candle? Now, I've seen 5 minutes retrace the whole 5-minute candle. So this is why we don't buy breakouts. Remember 75, another whole number. We're pushing into the 8 o'clock 15-minute candle. All right, so we're going to at least lock in 40 points. So we're still just trailing this up, but just far enough back that we can see if we can keep our runner going. No, this is a funded account, Michael. There's your 75. So remember, I like to trade off around whole numbers. So 75, possibly back to 50. Then hopefully after we hit that 50, we'll continue pushing. Dude, we got that data wick all the way up there at 240, 230. I mean, I feel like that's where we're possibly going. All right, we're going to lock in 50 points. I'm just going to keep kind of following up because I know we can reverse off that whole number up there, guys. That would be your first 90 or second 90 push there. We're about to have a new 5-minute candle, so just be aware of the pullback here, guys. You got 45 seconds left. We still got 5 minutes before news. If you're in this long, protect your profits. You got 5 minutes left before we get some effery happen. some craziness possibility with PMI numbers coming out in 5 minutes. I'm hoping I get this trade just knocked out. We got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes. This could come all the way back down to the 50 right here, guys. I'm just going to stay right below the wicks. If we're going to bounce, most time we bounce. Okay. All right. So we got about 60 points out of that. Didn't quite get the 100 points, but like I said, we're probably coming back down to the 50 here. At minimum, the 50. That's the first morning trade that I've taken in a while on the breakout. But man, we had that really nice wick manipulation here. That really nice big wick pushed back into my 15-minute candle. And man, it was so hard not to take that with these data wicks sitting up here. Ah, $100 away, fish lips. So close. We're at 53,500 fish. 100 more bucks. So that means tomorrow, if we can hit our winning trade, that'll give us over the payout threshold. So we need $104 tomorrow. Nice. Woo. Remember, guys, news, 3 minutes. Protect your profits. Just in case. I don't know what to expect for the news play today, but you just don't know. I can't remember what regular PMI numbers are like. I don't. Woo, big pullback here. I'm so glad we didn't try to stay in this trade. I'm glad we just took our 60 points and just got out. Just because some of these candles in the morning have been so massive that the pullback, I mean, this is almost a 100-point pullback on this 5-minute candle. So even be careful trying to buy the breakout here. We're going to sit on the sidelines and wait for the news candle to happen. We got a minute, 40 seconds left. So we're not going to jump back in the market for at least a few more minutes. Let's see. 30 seconds left. What's up, Raul? How are you doing today? No, but I do like XRP coins. I've been trying to build my. I've been trying to buy more XRP. Another 15-minute pullback here. It's hard to believe that we're not going to run those wicks up there. So luckily, news didn't really affect the market too much. It doesn't seem like so. Uh, so if we get down to that 974, um, I want to say that was that the high from yesterday? I guess it was. We got that big move down below that previous day high from yesterday. Man, if we lose that area, man, you're talking about downtown. I'm almost tempted to even take a long off the 974, 980s this morning because there's just so much resistance in that area. What's up, winning cards? How are you doing? Is there anybody in a trade right now? Is anybody holding, or is anybody in a drawdown that you're still holding onto your loser? Because that was a pretty big 5 minute drop there. We got that pivot down there. I don't see how we don't get to that pivot at four. What's that? 405, 410. If we take this next trade, it's just going to be a eval only. just because we're heading into a lot of resistance down there. This is eval only, so we're going to be a little bit more aggressive. I don't recommend this for funded accounts, guys. Just because we're in the middle of that 15 minutes. And 75. Oh, I didn't realize we're so close to a 5-minute candle. Mm. 90 is the line in the sand here. If you above the 90, it's going back up. Below the 90, it should come back down. Like I said, if we lose the 90 or maybe even the whole number here. Ah, shoot. We're going to get stopped out here. All right. Really, eval got smashed. So that was for 150 on the eval. Remember, guys, with the evals, I do take a little bit more aggressive trades. The evals, these are Bulinox 90% off accounts. So please don't follow those with your expensive evals or funded trades. So that's why I repeat what I'm trading. So if it's a funded account, that's like I'm like looking for the very best mood possible. But when it comes to eval, we're just looking for breakouts. Ooh, nice. Just kind of waiting. I still feel like we moved down. I just feel like we want to retrace that midnight opening candle down at 980. Man, this thing. What's up, man? So far, one for one. Funded trade was a nice funded trade win this morning, and eval we took a 150 loss on the eval a while ago, and we're still trading evals. Usually, with fundeds, we only usually look for one or two trades, and that's usually first thing in the morning. Fish lips, how are the levels hitting this morning? We have more news? Shoot, I thought we were done with news today. They're doing good this morning. I haven't been watching the level bounce this morning. Ninja Trader on micros. So we're trading micros. So we usually keep our losses fairly small, trading micros. And we're just looking for just like larger moves. Man, is this thing going to explode to the top side or is it just going to sit here and just chop around? And that's on a Ninja Trader. And most of our trades are usually 3 micros. And sometimes on the 50Ks, we will kind of up the ante a little bit on the 50K Bulenoxes. The only eval that I'm looking to pass right now is probably my Lucif one. That's the only one that's close to being passed. I need about $350 more to pass, or $300 to pass it. Man, it's already 9 o'clock, guys. Someone says we have news at 10. I'm not really sure what it is. So just be aware of that. I don't know. I thought we were done with red folder news for the morning. Looks like we're running to consolidation up in this area. Nice pop here. Oh, that was an inside bar. I couldn't tell if that was an inside bar because it was kind of on the line there. Yeah, I couldn't tell where that inside bar was. I can't tell if it's right there. There was an inside bar play for anybody. Oh, you did the 0 to 75? I know. Nice on the 75, man. What's up, Scott? We are watching MNQ. Now, if this thing can pull back, say to like the 30s and hold, I will look for a long on my eval back above 50. Then 36 will be my line in the sand. Oh, I picked that on the wrong freaking account. Ah, shoot. I only had it on 2 contracts. Son of a bee. What the crap? Still kind of on the struggle bus. I still like to move to the top side here. It's still a valid long unless it breaks the whole number here. Yeah, we only got $60 out of that last trade, which I guess our runner would have got stopped out anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Man, ever since that very first move, man, price action's been super tough. Like we're just struggling just to get 10 points. Oh. 50 will probably 50 to 45 will be my line in the sand if we just can't continue here. Get on up there. There's 75. It's probably going to come back down to 50 here. Kind of like to see kind of 60 hold. You want it to, if at the most 60, 60 on the pullback. Next level of pullback is going to be your 49. Holy crap, man. Come on. Oh, well. 49 is the line in the sand. If we break the 49, it's going back down. Nice rejection off that 49 area, guys. That 50. No, it's coming back. Another retest. This is a eval only here, guys. So the last couple of trades have been eval only. Dude, the 175 to 150 is just like back and forth fish, back and forth. It's like, come on. Ah, crap. Uh, so much manipulation and all these big wicks, guys, is making price action very tough this morning. So 36 would be your next level down. 36 would have to hold. God, do we want to try it again? I don't know if I want to try it the third time. We've already tried this long twice, guys, and we've hit our 10 points. We just haven't got any follow through. So the one trade, I only made like $60 on the Lucif account. Super trappy today, guys. Super trappy. Oh, is that? I can't tell if this is going to be the breakout with Rico candles or just another trappy trade to the top side. Unfortunately, when it goes, it's probably going to go, and all you can do is just kind of sit there and watch. But it still looks bearish. I mean, bullish. Sorry, bullish. The only trade that really mattered this morning was my funded trade. So that's the only one that I really cared about. So Fish Lips, did you take the 25 pullbacks a while ago? The 125 pullback? Thank you guys for the follow. You know a trap when you see one. It is super trappy right now, man. the follow through is just not there. I done tried the long twice. I don't know if I want. I don't think I have it in me to try it a third time. Usually after the third time, I'll just miss the trade. That's usually what ends up happening. So we've already just tried it. I was looking for that push up to run those wicks up there at 230s. You just put a short on? I have no desire to put shorts on at the moment. I'm just going to sit here and watch for a few minutes and just kind of just see what happens. Uh, I wonder if the pull back to 61. Does the 61 hold here? I'm gonna kind of wait and see what happens at the 200 level. I feel like that's the safer play here. Is wait and see what happens with the 200. Yeah, these are just horrible, horrible looking candles, man. We just are not getting clean candles this morning. If I can get one more winning trade on the trade that we took a loss of, we should get back into the green. But we need at least one more winning trade. Ugh. Price prediction on the CLK. What does the CLK stand for? Or price prediction on the CLK? Crude oil. Okay. I knew that. Why did I don't trade crude oil enough. I've seen that. Have heard several people talk about that with the crude oil. Like you can like almost play it in the opposite direction. So if crude oil is going down, the NQ is going up, vice versa. Oh. 2.5 years to 3 years. I've been watching charts and trading just like one day a week for the first 6 months. Then for about 2.5 years, almost every day. A lot of ups and downs, just like most people go through in those first couple years. Is anybody in a long? There's I know Prayer Kid said he's in a short. Where are you short from, kid? We do got like this really nice like 5 minute trend line built up here, but it's pretty ugly. What is that? Oh goodness. This it's nasty stuff, man. Oh shoot. Boy, this market has just been so brutal lately. Definitely do not be over trading your funded accounts, guys. Just get your it's almost like get your funded trade and get out. Whew. Or your cash account. So far, guys, no trade. We did try this long twice. We hit 10 points multiple times, but the runners kept getting stopped out. So we didn't really make a lot since the runners kept getting stopped out. So we're having like these big, like 20, 30 point pullbacks on these wicks. So it's making it very tough to hold runners. There we go. Getting finally a little pop here. I just don't see how we don't run these wicks up here at 25. So nice if you're able to hold that. Like I said, I did not want to push the button for the third time. Most of the time, I try not to take a trade 3 times in a row on that same exact trade. Usually, sometimes it works, but most of the time it usually fails. Anytime I start pushing the button that many times. So there's a 10. You would think the 90 pullback. A lot of times on evals, we would pop the long back above the whole number here. After we pop the 10, pull back to the 90 holds, then see if you can get the run up to the 25. So we would like long as soon as it pops to 200 a lot of times. And see if you can get 10 points up to 25. So you would think that we would at least want to run these 240s, 245s up here, whatever this data wick was this morning. You have about 30 seconds left for a brand new 5-minute candle. Was that going to be a nice little 75 pullback, fish lips? We still yet to break this previous low. Uh, do we get back above the 200 here for the push up to 25? What's up, Snow? How are you doing? Oh, no, not Snow. I'm sorry. Sun, how are you doing? Guys, there's just not really anything for us to do right now. We're just kind of just chopping. I mean, it's very, very shady to buy this. You're not getting clean candles. The candles are all wicks. You do have a 5-minute trend line build up here, but it's still a nasty, nasty looking candles. We definitely don't have that nice, clean 5-minute trend line build up with nice full candles. These are just all small body with small wick, big wicks. So maybe just short's going to be the play here. Is anybody trapped in a trade right now? Like you've been holding for a while? I'm not buying. I think buying's very. I don't know. I done tried the long multiple times down there around the 40s and 50s, and I just kept getting just break even trades. I hit my first 10 points scalping, but the runners have been just getting wicked out on every single play. So today is one of these days where the runners just don't work. It's almost like you just need to take your 10 points and just move on. The only good trade that we really had this morning for 60 points, we took this long here after we popped out of our 15-minute candle from 9 to 9:15. We pulled back, retested our candle, then popped. We got up almost 90 points on this trade, but we only took 60, which I'm okay with. I'm still anticipating a big pullback. I thought I heard Methodical Man say this was a protected high up here. Denise, how's your trading day been going so far? You're thinking it is, but we may take it anyway. Well, I'm not going to attempt it methodical because usually every time I've tried to gamble on those protected highs, I just get wrecked. So we're just going to stay away from it. We're just going to look for shorts. I kind of like the shorts. Oh, maybe, maybe. The 375, 375 is the next fib up. Ooh. Man, you think we get up to 375 fish lips? Or do you mean like the next fib up 375? If 70% is here, what would that be on the next? Like, I guess I don't understand that one. I'm not sure about that, Tyler. I don't know too much about that. Oh, the 78.6. Yeah, that's something I'd probably ask like financial advisor as far as, if you're talking about your Roth RA, like a retirement account. Let's see the 5 minute drop, guys. We want the 5 minute drop here. Just want to see the bottom fall out, and we run all the way back down to the 24,000s 40. So far, guys, no trade probably at least for the last 30 minutes. There's just the price action has not looked that great. Oh no, are we gonna finally get the sell off here? Still did not break that previous low on that candle. We're gonna just try it on an eval. Really, it's not really. You really want to wait for it to print to be safer. Now we could bounce back here at the 50 level to go back up to at least the 25 or even retest the 400s or even retest that trend line. I'm going to go to break even. We can always re-enter because it could come back and retest that trend line sitting up here. We're also at the 50% of the hour pullback here at 115. Yeah, we shorted once we broke out of that 5-minute trend line, Gilbert. We had that big purple 5-minute trend line where we built up what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We had 8 candles, so about 40 minutes of just trend lines. We're already pushed down 40 points, so I'm not really sure how much farther we're going to go. Okay, I'll look at it in a sec. Fish lips. If you wanted to play this right, your stop loss would have to be up there at 220. Uh, 75 is kind of the line in the sand here. So retest of this bottom wick here. Looks like our runner's about to get stopped. So that pushed down what to 35. So it did offer us about 30 points. This is my eval. Our very first funded trade this morning, given bacon, was taken first thing this morning. Wow, what a manipulation candle this was. Holy goodness. There's those highs up there. That was nasty. Dude, that was a 100.5 minute candle, guys. Oh, goodness. Was that just a fake out? Holy crap, it was. We still did not run that high of that wick while ago. That's just so it's just so dirty. Oh my goodness, guys. The price action has just been crazy lately. No follow through, 100-point whips. I mean, you just can't do nothing with that, guys. I mean, oh my goodness. That is so dirty. Oh, oh my goodness. Got to be on the micros, man. That way it's not too devastating. Unfortunately, we had to make up that $150 loss that we lost a while ago. So we're actually only in the green 18 bucks on the account we're trading because we had to make up that $150 that we lost a while ago. So we haven't really made anything on our eval. All of our runners keep getting stopped out. We would be a little bit into profit, but we just get stopped back out on the runner. The elusive account, we did get to push it over the 26,000. So we need to make $250 more to pass that account. Then for the funded accounts, we need another $100, well, $104 to get the payout. For the funded account, we're sitting at $53,499 or after fees $496. So hopefully tomorrow we can get our 30-point trade, and Friday we can hopefully request the payout. So we're back to sitting on the sidelines, guys. Well, it's April Fools. It is a good point. That's a good one, Given Bacon. I know it's like we're pushing down. We're up 30 points. Then the market's like, oh, never mind. Just kidding. That's what that last trade felt like. I thought we were about to get like a nice 100-point move. It's just, it went back up so fast. I'm just like, oh, come on. Oh, goodness. Be like, gotcha. Be like what is it? The Dave Chappelle little line. He's like, gotcha, bitch. Oh, that's pretty good. Last April was almost uncontrollable too. Oh, is that the wait? The Charlie Murphy, was that the name of the character that did that with the David Chappelle? I didn't know the name of the character. Wait, Eddie's brother. I don't. I've watched a good bit of David Chappelle. I don't know, the name of a lot of his characters. The Rick James skit. I kind of remember the Rick James skit. He's called himself the Dark. Oh. What's up, Solo? What was it? My first experience with Dave Chappelle would have been the movie he did with where they were rescuing their friend that got arrested for killing the police horse because he fed him because he bought all the food after getting high. So he bought all the food. He's like, "You hungry, girl?" And he fed all the horse the food, and it died over. What's the name of that movie? I cannot remember it. It's one of the. It's like a early, like a '90s movie, I think. It's pretty old. Something smoke or I can't remember. Check yourself. Oh shoot! Now that we're stopped out, this thing's gonna sell off. Like I said, we had to remake up the $150 we lost this morning. So, guys, we are only up $18 in this eval that we've been trading. And then our runner got stopped out on that one. So we only ended up with 60 bucks. So we haven't really made anything on the evals this morning. All the evals have just been getting smoked with the runners. So the only good runner I got this morning was on the funded account. That was it. And that was this trade here. This was kind of the opening candle. So basically, when it pulled back into my little golden box, which is the 9 to 9:15 minute candle, then when it broke back out the top here, we got long and took it for 60 points. So we did leave about 30 or 40 points on the table. It looks like it got up to about 92, 93. So we did leave about 60 bucks on the table this morning on that trade. But that's really the only account I really care about when I'm trading in the morning is my funded account. So just try to keep the fundeds going. And I actually thought I was on a different funded account. I didn't realize that I was on that funded account. I actually thought I was on the funded account because after I saw the price action this morning, I wasn't sure. So we thought we were on our funded account that we only have $700 in. But when I looked at it, I was like, sweet. Maybe that's why I decided to hold it because I was being a little bit more aggressive because I thought it was that funded account that I only had 700 bucks in. Man, this is going to be another sounds good, fish lips. Have a good day at work. Let's see if we can actually print above this candle here. We got it 2 seconds. Man, we have yet to break that. This thing can manipulate all the way back down, guys, so be careful here. We just cannot get above this wick here at the 45s. That's the one that Methodical Man says that was a protected high up there. So we're definitely struggling to move through that wick. Is anybody in the long or short right now? If you feel like sharing your current situation, if you're holding a trade or you're in a lot of drawdown, or maybe you're looking for a long and what target you're looking for. I think for the longs, if you could get through the 45s, I think you're good. This looks like it's trying to print here too. There she goes. She just broke it. Uh-oh. Man. This got you chasing. Oh, I can see it. It's definitely doing that at the moment, man. This the manipulation on both sides have been very tough this morning. Give. Well, we finally broke that candle after multiple times. Uh Now why would the does Putin move the market? It was a very mediocre day when it came to evals. The funded trade, we took a nice 60-point trade on the fundeds this morning. That was that very first big candle, but the rest of the day, we're just kind of the evals. We've been just kind of getting stopped out. We've been just more or less watching go hard. Man, like to see a We're on the top of the 4-hour candle here. I like to see it just kind of pull back and retest, like, I don't know, back in the 30s here. Kind of retest the pivot here. This is the level it needs to hold if the longs are going to stay in play. Pivot, is the pivot going to hold? Man. It's so hard to take these, even with the bounce back off the pivots. I mean, you would we're at the top of the 4-hour candle up here around the 44 45s. Still not getting the follow through. So basically, almost every trade is still just, if you're taking kind of bounces off these support and resistance levels, you're pretty much just getting your 10 points, 20 maybe, but 10 points. It seems like they're offering at least 10 point trades, and that's kind of been what most of my trades have been, 10 points. We are in the macro time, and we're about to have a brand new hourly candle here. So maybe we'll get another wick pushed down, and then we can kind of get an idea of which direction we're going to go. How's your trading been going today? Go hard. Or yourself, Gilbert? How's your trading session going? I would honestly rather just see a big sell off. I'd like to see us run this 4-hour candle and have, like, I don't know, like a 50% pullback or something. We got 10 seconds left for a new candle, and that'll be the top of the hour. So, should kind of get an idea which way we're going to go with this new 5 minute candle. At least hope. That way, you get a new 1 hour candle. What's up? We're just kind of sitting on our hands, watching price action just grind higher and higher. It's really hard to kind of join on these grindy candles. And it could just be one of these days where we just grind higher all day without any like nice clean movement. If I was going to take this, I should have took it off the reversal off that pivot. That's what the gold line is. You look for basically when you print a new candle, you look for a wick back into your pivot. This should have been your long if you were going to long here. For anybody that likes to play pivots. Uh, we'll stick around for a few more minutes. We have to get our stuff set up for My Funded Futures. We're going to be streaming with the Methodical Man. If anybody wants to come hang out with us and watch me and Methodical Man continue trading during the lunch hour. So hopefully the price action gets a little bit better for the lunch hour. I know that's usually not the case most days, but since we've been just kind of just grinding higher and higher, so hopefully we get the breakout for the lunch hour. What about in your Discord, Tyler? No, it'll just be on YouTube, My Funded Futures TV. I don't really do any kind of streaming aside Discord. Most people are streaming Discord, they charge. We don't do anything that charges anybody, except for whatever you decide if you want to, trade with prop firms. But even that's optional. I can imagine it would be a lot of stress being a signal service. It charges you double. Yeah. The code MM saves you money. So, like I said, what time is it? Yeah, we got a few more minutes. Like I said, we didn't really make a lot on the evals today. Only 18 and 57. I had to make up the $150 loss that we took on that one because we lost the very first trade on our eval. And like I said, fundeds we're up 153 for the day, and we need another $100. So basically, one more winning trade to get the payout. So hopefully tomorrow we can get that $100 trade, and for the very first one in the morning. Yeah, it's so much easier when you only got to make $1,000 to get the payout sometimes. Even though I've been struggling on my 25K. Teach me the math. What do you mean by ticks? Like, how many ticks do I need to make $100? The 25K is easier and hard all at the same time. No, that Tyler, that one that's a 50K. So basically, what it is, I have $2,500 or $2,600 in drawdown on that account. So since I've already taken a payout once on that account, so you keep a threshold of 26 or 52,600, and so all you have to do is just get back to 3,600 to get a payout. I am at the threshold on the 25K, but I've been kind of stuck between the 600 and 800 for the last few weeks. I've been on the struggle bus with that one lately, it seems like. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching this morning. We will be on My Funded Futures with the Methodical Man in about 15 minutes. Hopefully, price action gets a little better. Yeah, these last 2 weeks have been very, very tough price action. I've been stuck on my one funded account. I have been stuck between 26,600 and 26,800. I have been stuck in that range for 2 weeks. So, all right. Thank you guys. We'll either see you at My Funded Futures or we will be back later tonight for the Asia Open. Not really sure what price action is going to be like tonight. So, thank you guys for watching.